Hi, welcome once more to Mr. Max. In this lesson, we are going to revise from November 2019 sequence and series questions. Okay, November 2019 sequence and series, that is question number 2 and 3. Okay, so listen very carefully. Question number 2. Look at that question. Given the quadratic sequence 321, 290, 261, 234, etc. So there is a quadratic sequence given like this: 321, 290, 261, 234, etc. And so it is given that this one is a quadratic sequence. Am I right? Okay, now here what is the first question? Write down the values of the next two terms. That means you have to find after these 234 what are the next two terms. That is the first question. 2.1.1. 2.1.1, you have to write the next two terms. So how can you find the next two terms, guys? It is, don't forget that it is given that this one is a quadratic sequence. So if it is a quadratic sequence, you know that the second differences are equal. Am I right? If it is a quadratic sequence, the second differences are equal. So how can we find the second difference here? This is the first difference, 290 minus 321. Second term minus first term. So what is that one? Minus 31. You can check in your calculator. Okay. 261 minus 290 minus 29. 234 minus 261. That is minus 27. So now we can find the second difference. This is the first difference. Okay. How can I find the second difference? Minus 29 minus 31. So there we must be careful. Minus 29 minus 31. So this minus is going to be plus. So it is minus 29 plus 31. So what is the answer? It's going to be 2. So here the second difference is 2. So this one is also supposed to be 2. You can check in your calculator. Minus 27 minus 29. So it's that one is also going to be 2. Just like this, you can try that one. Okay, so now what is the second difference here? It is 2. Now look at this one here. Minus 31. How do you get this minus 29? Minus 31 plus 2. Minus 31 plus 2. What is answer? Minus 29. Can you see that? Then minus 29 plus 2. That is minus 27. Okay, so this constant difference in a quadratic sequence, second difference is constant. So here it is 2, here also it is 2. So now how can I find this number? Minus 27 plus 2. So this one is going to be minus 25. Minus 25 plus 2. That one is going to be minus 23. You understand? Okay. Now look at this one. How do you get to this 290? 321 minus 31. Don't think that why here it is minus, why here it is plus. Actually we are adding there. It's like this, guys. 321 plus what is this one? Minus 31. So we know that this plus minus is what? Minus. That is why we are straightforward subtracting. Okay. So 321 minus 31, that is 290. 290 minus 29, 261. 261 minus 27, 234. So how can I find the next one? 234 minus 25. So this one is going to be 209. Then next one, this 209 minus 23. So this one is going to be 186. So it means that the next two terms are 209 and 186. Which term is that? First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth and sixth. So what is answer? T5 is equal to 209 and T6, sixth term, is equal to 186. Okay, so that is question number 2.1.1. Now let's move to the next question, 2.1.2. What is that question, guys? 2.1.2. 2.1.2. What is that question? Determine the general term of the secants in the form of Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c. You have to write the general term of the secants in the form of Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c. So you know the quadratic secants general formula, that is that one, Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c. So here what we have to do, we have to find the values of this a, b and c. Am I right? Okay, so let me write that quadratic secants here. Okay, Tn is equal to an square plus bn plus c, and we are going to find these the values of a, b and c. Okay, so for that what we can do, how can we find the values of a, b and c easily? So you have to remember something there. Okay, this second difference you have to call it as 2a. Am I right? Okay, then this first difference you have to call it as 3a plus b, and this given quadratic secants you have to call it as a plus b plus c. Okay, so you have to remember this one, 2a, 3a plus b and a plus b plus c. So now starting from the bottom, 2a is equal to 2. Okay, you have to take it like that. Okay, so 2a is equal to 2. So from there, what is a? Here it is multiplication. So if I take these 2 to the other side, it is division. 2 by 2 is 1. So the value of a is 1. Now take the second equation. What is the second equation? 3a plus b is equal to minus 31. So we already know what is the value of a. A is equal to 1. We can substitute here. So it is 3 times 1 plus b is equal to minus 31. What is 3 times 1? 3. Take that 3 to the other side. So here it is positive 3. So on the other side it is negative 3. So b is equal to minus 31 minus 3. So what is b? Minus 31 minus 3 is minus 34. So the value of b is minus 34. Okay. Now we have to find the value of c. So for that there is one more equation here. A plus b plus c is equal to, what is the first term? 321. Substitute the values. We know a as 1 plus, we know what is b, that is minus 34 plus c is equal to 321. So here plus minus is minus, am I right? So it is 1 minus 34 plus c is equal to 321. What is 1 minus 34? Minus 33 plus c is equal to 321. Take this minus 33 to the other side. So it is going to be, that side it is positive, am I right? Minus, on the other side it is positive. So it is 321 plus 33. Check in your calculator, what is the answer? This is 4, 5, I think it is 354. Okay, so now we got the values of a, b and c. So now what we have to do? We have to substitute in this equation. Therefore Tn is equal to an square. So Tn is equal to, a value is 1 n square, b is minus 34. So minus 34 n, then what is c? C is 354. So plus 354. So 1 n square means it is n square. So it is n square minus 34 n plus 354. So that is the general term of the quadratic secants, n square minus 34 n plus 354. Okay, so that is question number 2.1.2. Now let's move to the next question, 2.1.3. okay, let's move to the next question, 2.1.3. 2.1.3. What is that question? Which term or terms of the secants will have a value of 74? What is the meaning of that question, guys? When you the given secants is 321, 290, 261, etc, 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 and they are saying that there is a term here, somewhere here. Okay, and which term is that? What is the meaning of that? This is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, this is the fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, like that. Which term is this 74? So, or terms, you will get more than one n value. Okay, so in effect you have to find normally the last term. How we are going to write? You have to consider that 74 as the last term. Normally last term or nth term, how we are writing? Tn, am I right? Okay, so Tn is 74. You have to assume like that. Tn is last term, that is 74. Then from there we have to find the value of n. So we can say that if we get the value of n as 100, then we can say that 100th term is 74. If we get the value of n as 50, then we can say that 50th term is 74, like that. Okay, so how can we find the value of n? So for this question we have to use that previous question. We wrote a general formula. We got a general formula there. Tn is equal to n square minus 34n plus 354. You remember this one? Okay, so in this general equation we have to substitute the value of Tn, nth term, general term or last term. You have to substitute this Tn as 74. Do you understand? Okay, so substitute the value of Tn as 74. So 74 is equal to n square minus 34n plus 354. So let me write this one, or let me take this one to that side. So it is 74 here positive, on the other side it is negative, so minus. So we have to minus from this 354, am I right? Okay, check in your calculator, what is 354? Take this one to the other side, minus 74. So if I take this one to the other side, there is nothing here. 0 is equal to n square minus 34n plus 354 minus 74. This plus 74, on the other side it is minus 74. So check in your calculator, what is answer for that one? So let me write this one here. Okay, so n square minus 34n, and in your calculator you will get 280 for this one. Yeah, 280 is equal to this 0 I'm writing here. I just swap that one around, just to write the quadratic equation first. Okay, so here this is the quadratic equation. Okay? So don't forget that. Look at that question once more, 2.1.3. which terms, that means you will get two values. There are two n values. Okay, so how can we factorize this one? So since this one is a big number, so it's a little bit tricky, but you have to find the value. Okay, so in case if you can't write it like this, listen very carefully. In case if you can't find two numbers like this, what you have to do? You have to use that quadratic formula. You remember the quadratic formula? Minus b plus or minus square root of b square. This formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Right. So first you have to check, am I getting two numbers? Then it is easy. We don't want to apply this formula. Okay, in case since here the numbers are bigger, okay, maybe it's a little bit tricky to find the these numbers. So in case if it is too difficult, don't waste too much time, you just apply this formula. Okay, but you have to practice this one to get the answer quickly. Okay, otherwise it will take your time. Okay, anyway, what are the numbers here, guys? 34 and 14. 14 double is 28, so it is 14 20 plus 40. We want the negative sum positive. Okay, so minus 14 minus 20 is minus 34. Minus 14 times minus 20, I think that is plus 280. Okay, so the numbers are minus 14 and minus 20. So minus 14 and minus 20. Do you understand? Okay, so here n minus 14 and n minus 20. So I hope now you know how to factorize like this. Product of the number is 280 and the sum of the same number must be minus 34. Okay, those who doesn't know how to factorize this one, please watch algebra section. Okay, there I explain what to do. Okay, so from here either n minus 14 is equal to 0 or n minus 20 is equal to 0. So n minus 14 is equal to 0. So what is n? Take this minus 14 to the other side, so it is positive 14. N minus 20 is equal to 0. So what is n? N is equal to minus 20, on the other side it is positive 20. So you will get two answers for n, 14 and 20. That means 14th term is 74 and 20th term is also 74. Okay, that is why there it is written which terms of the followers of the sequence. Okay, so there are two terms, 14 and 20th. Okay, now let's move to the next question, 2.1.4. Question number 2.1.4. What is that question? Question number 2.1.4. Which term in the sequence has the least value? Which term in the sequence has the least value? What is the meaning of that one? In this sequence, which term is having least value? So here, this question is it's an integration with the calculus section. Okay, in calculus, you studied the at minimum and maximum, the first derivative is equal to 0. Do you remember that one? At minimum, in calculus section you studied at minimum and maximum, first derivative is equal to 0. You remember that one? Okay, not only in the graph section, but all the whatever shape, volume, capacity, or volume, the area, whatever profit, whatever it is, maximum, to find the maximum or minimum. Okay, we have to, what we have to do, we have to find the first derivative, then you have to say that that is equal to 0. This is the maximum and minimum in the case of graph. Okay, so not only in the case of graph, whatever profit or maximum volume or area or whatever may be, to find the maximum or minimum, you have to find the first derivative and say that first derivative is equal to 0. Okay, so here look at that question 2.1.4. Which term in the sequence has the least value? Least means minimum, am I right? So doesn't matter minimum or maximum, same condition, first derivative is equal to 0. That is what we have to say. First derivative of what? First derivative of the nth term. What is the nth term here? N square minus 34 n plus 354. So to find the least value of n, what we have to do is we have to find the derivative of this Tn in terms of n. Okay, we have to find the, normally we are writing dy by dx, am I right? Okay, this y means here, if it is y, that is this dy. Instead of y here it is Tn. That is why I wrote a dTn, derivative of Tn in terms of n, in terms of x, in terms of n. Do you understand? Okay, so here derivative of Tn in terms of n. Let's try to find the derivative. N square, what is the derivative? 2n. I hope you already studied calculus. Okay, then so if you are doing this question before you study calculus, just hold on. Okay, so you have to wait to finish calculus, then you study this one, then you will be understand, it will be clear that what is the meaning of minimum, maximum, why it is derivative is equal to 0 and things like that. Okay, so here what is the derivative of n square? This 2 will come here and 1 less than this 2, that means 2n, 2 minus 1 is 1, here it is 1. Okay, what is the derivative of minus 34n? That is minus 34. You remember that one? What is the derivative of 5n? 5. What is the derivative of 10n? 10, like that. Okay, what is the derivative of the constant term? It's a 0. We don't want to write the derivative of the constant term, it's 0. Okay, and at least value means the first derivative is equal to 0. So d of derivative of Tn in terms of n is equal to 0. Why we are writing like this? Because that is a condition to find the least. Okay, so it implies that what is the first derivative here? 2n minus 34, and that one is equal to 0. So From here, what is 2 and minus 34 on the other side? It is positive 34. So what is n? This is multiplication. So this 2 on the other side, it is division. So 34 divided by 2. So n is equal to 17. So the least value of n is 17. Okay. So that is question number 2.1.4. Now let's move to the next question, 2.2. What is that question? Given the geometry series 5 over 8 plus 5 over 16, 5 over 8 plus 5 over 16 plus 5 over 32 plus etc. is equal to k. So there is a geometric series given, series not sequence. What is the difference between sequence and series? When here it is plus like this, that is a series, and the other one is comma comma, that's a sequence. Okay, so this one is given, the one given is a geometric series. Geometric means you can find a common ratio, am I right? Okay, so here in this question, what is the first term? What is the first term in this series? Of course it is 5 over 8, am I right? Okay, so the first term in this series is a is equal to 5 over 8. And what is the common ratio? Since it is given that this one is a geometric series, of course you can find a common ratio, am I right? Okay, so what is the common ratio here? Second term divided by first term. So what is the second term? 5 over 16 divided by 5 over 8. So in your calculator, try to type exactly like this. Try to practice like that, not divided by. No, you can do it like this also. 5 over 16 divided by 5 over 8. So it is division of a fraction. Then 5 over 16 times 8 over 5. Then 5 cancel. Then 16 2. So it is 1 over 2. You can do it like that, guys. Okay, you will get the answer. Okay, but try to find without wasting time. When you write your exam, each second is important. Okay, so without wasting time, take your calculator, try to type exactly like this, and you will get the answer as 1 over 2. Okay, so make sure that you are getting the answer in your calculator. Okay, so the common ratio there, it is 1 over 2. And what is the first term? 5 over 8. Now look at the first question, 2.2.1. What we have to do there? 2.2.1. What we have to do there? Determine the value of k if the series has 21 terms. You have to find the values of this value of this k. Okay, what is this k? The sum of all these numbers, that is k. And what they are saying, there are 21 terms here. So you have to find the sum of that one. You understand the question? There are this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, like that up to 21 terms. Okay, and you have to find the sum of all that numbers, that is representing by k. K means the sum of all these numbers. Okay, if there are 21 terms like this, what is the sum? That is k. Okay, so how can you find that one, guys? What type of sequence is this? What type of series is this? Geometric series. So what is the formula to find the sum of a geometric series? Sn is equal to, you studied a formula like this, a into 1 minus r raised to n divided by 1 minus r. You remember this geometric series formula to find the sum. Okay, doesn't matter, maybe in your school you studied a into r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Okay, you will get the same answer. Okay, so this is, we can substitute. We have, how many terms are there? 21 terms. So the value of n is 21 is equal to a, what is the first term? 5 over 8 into 1 minus r. What is r? We got 1 over 2 raised to n. How many terms are there? 21 terms. Okay, divided by 1 minus r. What is the value of r? It is 1 over 2. You understand? I'm just substituting the values. A is 5 over 8. 1 minus r, 1 over 2 raised to n. 21 term, that means n is 21. 1 minus r. Okay, exactly like this try to type in your calculator, okay? And what is answer you will get? Tell me. You will get S21 is equal to, in your calculator you are supposed to get 1.25. so it means that the sum of the first 21 terms is 1.25. okay, so that is actually k. The sum of the first 21 terms, they are represented with the k, so it implies that k is equal to 1.25. okay, so that is question number 2.2.1. now let's move to the next question, 2.2.2. okay, let's move to the next question, 2.2.2. 2.2.2. what is that question? Determine the largest value of n for which Tn is greater than 5 over 8192. You have to find the largest value of n for which Tn is greater than 5 over 8192. 8192. What is the meaning of that question, guys? Look at that question once more. Determine the largest value of what? N. That means you have to find the largest value of n. And what is the condition given? Tn is greater than 5 by 8192. Tn is greater than, okay, 5 divided by 8192. You have to find the largest value of n. Okay, so now what type of sequence is this? It is given that is a geometry series. Am I right? Okay, this one is a geometry series. So in a geometry series, how can you find the nth term? Tn. What is the formula to find the nth term of a geometry series? A into r raised to n minus 1. Am I right? This is the formula that we studied in small classes to find the nth term of a geometric series. Okay, so substitute Tn is equal to, what is the first term? 5 over 8 into r, previous question we got it as half, raised to n minus 1. You understand? So actually this is Tn. You understand? Okay, so here instead of this Tn, what we can substitute? That value 5 over 8 into 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1 is greater than 5 divided by 8192. And you have to find the largest value of n. That is the question, don't forget. Okay, so now here what is this bracket stands for? Is multiplication. So this one is multiplied with this one. Okay, so if I want to take this 5 over 8 to the other side, it is division. Multiplication here, the other side it is division. So from here 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1 is greater than 5 over 8192 divided by 5 over 8. Take your calculator, try to find the, type exactly like this and tell me the answer. 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1 is greater than what? Check in your calculator. In your calculator you will get 1. You have to find in your calculator, you have to pause the video and try to find 1024. In your calculator you will get it like this. Okay, so now anyway we have to find the maximum value of n, highest value of n. Okay, so this 1 over 2 raised to n minus 1 is greater than 1024 is what, guys? I can write it like this. 1024 is it not 2 raised to 10? 2 raised to check in your calculator, what is 2 raised to 10? I think it is 1024. Okay, so here I can write raised to 10. Look at this one. How I'm supposed to expand this one? 1 raised to 10, that is 1. 2 raised to 10, that is 1024. Do you understand? So this 1 by 1024 is the same as 1 over 2 raised to 10. Okay, so now look at this one. Here the base is 1 over 2. Here the base is 1 over 2. Both the bases are same. So what we can do? We can equate the exponents. Am I right? So what are the exponents here? N minus 1 is, what is the symbol here? Greater than. Okay. Oh, sorry. We can, let's do one thing, guys. In this question, okay, now 1 over 2 means, how can you write this 1 over 2? 2 raised to minus 1. Alright. So this 1 over 2, I can write it as 2 raised to minus 1 raised to n minus 1 is greater than, here also 1 over 2. So it is 2 raised to minus 1 raised to 10. You understand? This 1 over 2, I wrote it as 2 raised to minus 1. Here also 1 over 2, 2 raised to minus 1. Okay. So now we have to expand that bracket. So what is that one? Minus 1 times n. What is minus 1 times n? Minus n. Okay. So 2 raised to minus n, minus 1 times minus 1. So it is minus times minus is positive, 1 times 1 is 1. So it is plus 1. Okay. Is greater than 2 raised to minus 1 times 10, that is minus 10. So now look at this one, both the bases are the same. So what you can do, you can equate the exponents. So equate minus n plus 1 is greater than minus 10. You understand? I equate the bases. Okay. So here take this one to the other side. So it is minus n greater than minus 10 plus 1 on the other side, it is minus 1. So minus n greater than minus 11. So if I want to multiply, don't forget that this is inequality. Okay. So if I want to multiply, I'm supposed to, I can multiply both sides, but then I have to change this sign. Okay. So minus into minus is positive n, then we have to change this one to less than, then it is 11. So it means that n is less than 11. N is less than, n means number of term. How, which term is that? Okay. N is less than 11 means what is the maximum value? N is equal to 10. 10th term, 11th term. Here we are saying that less than 11. That means which term is that? 10th term. After 10th term it's 11th term. Less than 11th term means 10th term. You understand? So the value of n is, the maximum value of n is 10. Do you understand? Okay. So that is question number 2.2.2. Now let's move to the next question, 3.1. Okay. Question number 3.1. 3.1. What is that question? See, without using a calculator. So in this question we are not allowed to use calculator. Determine the value of sigma y is equal to 3 to 10. Sigma y is equal to 3 to 10. 1 divided by y minus 2 minus, again sigma y is equal to 3 to 10, then 1 divided by y minus 1. So without using calculator, you have to find the value of that one. That is a question. Okay. So here look at this one. Sigma means sum. You know that. Okay. From where to where? 3 to 10. So here in this y value, here first we have to substitute 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, like that. Okay. So what is that one? Let's try to expand. We are not allowed to use calculator. Okay. So 1 divided by, what is 3? First 3, y value is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. Am I right? Okay. So minus, here first first we can do all of this one. Okay. I'm going to do all of this one here, then we can subtract. Okay. So next y value after 3 it's 4. 4 minus 2, that is 2. So it is 1 divided by 2 is plus plus. Next y value after 4 it is 5. So it is 1 divided by 5 minus 2, that is 3, plus etc. What is the last y value? It is 10. So 1 divided by 10 minus 2. What is 10 minus 2? 10 minus 2 is 8. So 1 by 2 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus etc. 1 over 8. So this one finish. Now minus again first y value is 3, so it is 1 divided by 3 minus 1, that is 2, right? Okay, plus second y value after 3 4, 1 divided by 4 minus 1, it is 3, plus etc. Then last y value is 10, so 1 plus 1 divided by last y value 10, 10 minus 1, that is 9. Okay, so this is plus a. Okay, so you substituted the values of y. Okay, now look at this one. 1 by 1 is 1, am I right? Okay, so 1 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4 plus etc. plus 1 over 8. Okay, so now you must be careful. I'm going to expand this bracket. Minus into half, minus half, minus into 1 over 3, minus 1 over 3, minus into 1 over 4, minus 1 over 4, minus into 1 over 5, minus 1 over 5, minus etc. minus 1 over up to 1 over 9. Do you understand? Okay, now look at this one, guys. Here positive 1 over 2 and negative 1 over 2 we can cancel. 1 over 3, 1 over 3 cancel. 1 over 4, 1 over 4 cancel. Here 1 over 5 is here. Okay, 1 over 5. That means all of that one cancel. Okay, but not all. Look at this one. You don't have anything to cancel this one. Here you can see just before this there is a 1 over 8. Am I right? This is, let me write etc. minus 1 over 8. That minus 1 over 8 also you can cancel. Am I right? Positive 1 over 8 minus 1 over 8. So what is remaining there? Last term is there. Okay, so this 1 is there and the last term minus 1 over 9. Okay, all the other terms you can cancel, plus and minus you can cancel. Okay, 1 over 8 also, last time here 1 over 8, here it is minus 1 over 8, that one also cancel. But for this 1 there is no 1 here. For this minus 1 over 9 there is no minus 1 plus 1 over 9 here. So these two we can't cancel, there is no pair. Okay, so what is that remaining one? This is 1 minus the last one, the one that didn't cancel. So 9 into 1, 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 by 9. So the answer is 8 over 9. Okay, so that is question number 3.1. Now let's move to the next question, 3.2. Okay, let's move to the next question, 3.2. A steel pavilion at a sports ground comprises of a series of 12 steps, of which the first 3 are shown in the diagram. So I try to manage, it's a rough graph. Okay, so you can look at your question paper, there you can see the exact one. Okay, I try to draw a rough graph, and here you can see that there are 3 steps shown here, 1 2 3. Okay, like that how many steps are there? 12 steps are there, don't forget that one. Okay, so only 3 are shown here, but there are how many steps? Actually there are 12 steps like this, 1 2 3, like that. Okay, now each step is 5 meter wide. Okay, so this length wide is this one. Okay, so it is 5 meter, each one of this one is 5 meter wide. Okay, now each step has a rise of 1 over 3 meter. So rise means height. Okay, so this one is 1 over 3. So what is this one? This is 1 over 3. Am I right? So this one is also 1 over 3. This is 1 over 3. This is, each step has a rise of 1 over 3. So it means that all of these ones are 1 over 3. Do you understand? Okay, the height of that each step. Okay, now what else? Has a tread of 2 over 3 meter. So it means that this length, the step if this one is a step, okay, this length is 2 over 3. That means this one is 2 over 3. This one, then this one, all of that one are 2 over 3. Am I right? 2 over 3, 2 over 3, like that. Okay, so now this is the measurement given. So this height is 1 over 3, 1 over 3, 1 over 3, 1 over 3 like that. Then this width 2 over 3, 2 over 3, 2. So what is here? Here also 2 over 3. Am I right? What is here? 2 over 3. Here 2 over 3 like that. Okay. So it is 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. Now what is the question there? The open side shaded on sketch on each side of the pavilion must be covered with a metal sheet. So they want to cover this side of the that step. Okay, they want to cover this side. Okay, on both the sides. Okay, there is open space here. If it is a metal, in pavilion the steps. Okay, so if it is a metal one, both sides are open. Am I right? So like that, this side is open and the other side is also open. They want to cover that one with a metal. Okay. Now what you have to find? Calculate the area in meter square of metal sheet needed to cover both the open sides. You have to find the area of the metal sheet needed to cover both the sides. That is the question. Okay. So here what we can do? How can we do this one? Here anyway, which part we have to cover? This part, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That is one side. Similarly, there is another side there on the other side. Okay. Okay. Now anyway, let's start doing this one. We have to find the area. Am I right? So anyway, we have to find the area. So area is equal to, let's think about the first step, this side. Okay, so it is here the area. This is a rectangle. All right, each block is a rectangle. So what is the height? 1 over 3. What is the length? 1 over 3. What is the breadth? 2 over 3. So what is the area? 1 over 3 times. So it is 1 over 3 times 2 over 3. That is the area of this part. Am I right? Okay. Now look at this part. Here this is the area. On the second step, this is the area that we need to cover. Am I right? Okay. So there, what is this one? This one is the same, 2 over 3. Am I right? This is 2 over 3. But the height must be, is a double height. Am I right? Up to here it is 1 over 3. Up to here it is 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. That is this height. So the height 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. That is 2 over 3. Am I right? So here the height is 2 over 3 and width is also 2 over 3. So it is plus height is 2 over 3 and width is also 2 over 3. Okay, plus then the third one is what? So it's a big one. There's 3 layers up to here. Am I right? Okay, so here what is the breadth? 2 over 3. That is the same in all the steps. This one is 2 over 3. This is 2 over 3. This is 2 over 3. Okay. But what about the height? 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. Am I right? There are 3 1 over 3s. So 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 is 3 over 3. That is 1. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we can write 3 over 3. We know that it is 1 times 2 over 3 area, length times breadth. That is what we are doing. Okay. So like that, plus etc. How many steps are there? There are 12 steps. Don't forget that, not the 3 steps. Okay. So now look at this one. First step, it is 1 over 3 times 2 over 3. Second step, instead of this 1 here, it is 2 over 3. Third step, 3 over 3. That's the only change. All the other numbers are the same. Okay. So what about the 12th step? First step 1 over 3. Second step 2 over 3. Third step 3 over 3. So what about the 12th step? 12 over 3 times 2 over 3. Do you understand? So the 11th step is 11 over 3 times 2 over 3. Okay. So now what is the answer of this one? I'm not going to simplify here now. 1 times 2 is 2 over 3 times 3, 9, plus 2 times 2, 4 over 9, plus 3 times 2, 6 over 9, plus etc. 12 times 2, 24 over 9. So this is a sequence. Can you see 2 over 9 plus 4 over 9 plus 6 over 9 plus 24 over 9? Can you say what type of sequence is this? This is an arithmetic sequence. Check what is t2 minus t1. What is answer? 4 over 9 minus 2 over 9. 4 minus 2, 2 over 9 you will get. Common difference. T3 minus T2. 6 over 9 minus 4 over 9. There also you will get 2 over 9. So it means that this one is an arithmetic sequence. And you have to find the answer of that one. Am I right? Okay. So in an arithmetic sequence, this is series. Sorry, not sequence, series. Right. In an arithmetic series, what is the formula to find the find what? Find the sum. There are two formulas you studied. Sn is equal to n over 2 into a plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is one formula. Okay. And another formula that you studied is n over 2 into a plus l. What is this one? First term plus L stands for the last term. So there is a formula like that also. Okay. So those who doesn't know these formulas, you have to watch that first lesson videos. Okay. So here we know the first term and the last term. So it's better to use this formula. If you use this formula, you will get the answer, but easy to use this formula. Okay. So here I'm going to apply that formula. Okay. So n is equal to, what is the formula? N over 2 into what is the formula? A plus L. First term plus last term. So here how many steps are there? How many steps are there? There are 12 steps. Am I right? Okay. So you are supposed to write n as 12. So it is 12 s 12. So there. So don't forget that here common difference is 2 over 9. Okay. Here we don't want common difference here if we are applying this formula. Okay, fine. So here s 12, there are 12 steps. So it is 12 divided by 2 into first term is 2 over 9 plus last term is 24 over 9, 26 over 9. Yeah, anyway, take your calculator, try to find the answer of that one. In your calculator you will get 52 over 3. In your calculator you will get 52 over 3. So don't forget that this 52 over 3 is the area of one side. Am I right? Like that there is another side, other side. So the same area on the other side also. Am I right? So therefore area of both sides you have to multiply with the 2. Am I right? So it is 2 times 52 over 3. So it is 104 over 3 unit square. Is it meter given? Yeah. So it is meter square. So it means that why I multiply with the 2? Like this side, this is step. Okay. This side is open and the other side is also open, the back side. Okay. So this one is the 52 by 3 is the area of this is meter square. Okay. This is the area of one side. So to cover both the sides you have to multiply with the 2. So it is 104 by 3. Okay. So that is question number 3.2 and it's 6 marks. Okay. So guys, that's the end of November 2019 question, and I hope you understand clearly. Thank you for watching. Keep on watching. Practice maximum number of questions. Okay. Thank you. Bye.